Hello and welcome back to Love Advice TV. My name is Coach Adrian, relationship expert, friend and confidant, here to help you bounce back after a painful breakup, here to help you find happiness in love. I was coaching a young lady who came out of a toxic relationship. It was a bad relationship where this man that she was with was not helping her grow, was blaming her for everything, was emotionally abusive, and unfortunately made her feel as if she needed him to be happy, as if she needed him to flourish, or basically to exist. And when she first reached out to me, she was broken. She was completely broken. I felt bad for her for having been with this man for over a decade. I think it was 12 years of a very toxic relationship. And she was trying to get back with him because they had broken up, or he had broken up with her for the third time. He had been having multiple affairs over the years. He was controlling her financially because she had had to leave her family to be with him. And he was the sole breadwinner, would go on trips for multiple months for his work and leave her. And she was in a bad place. And yet she was still calling me to try to get back with this man that clearly had not made her feel that she could be okay on her own. And during the first phone call, I worked with this woman for about 3 months. And during the first phone call, I really tried to very slowly open up her mind and give her perspective on the situation that she was in, and to get her to realize that this was not the only option for her. That she could very well flourish on her own, or she could find a different type of relationship. And it was scary for her because that was all she knew, and because she depended on this man for everything. She was isolated from her family, she had no financial security, and she barely had any friends or social network of any kind. And so I wanted to do a video on how to get out of a bad relationship, or how to not go back to a bad relationship or to one that is toxic. About a week ago, this same person reached out to me saying that she had left the house, that she, after writing a letter to this man, she left the house and she was moving in by herself. She had found a job and she was going on a 2 or 3 months vacation this summer that she had booked in East Asia. And I almost cried. I was so happy for her and how far she had come. But it took more than one phone call. And it's all to her credit, to be honest. I just tried to change her frame of reference and to show her another way of seeing herself, to show her that she was amazing, that she could do great things, that she did not necessarily need this man, but she needed to take baby steps to stretch her comfort zone, to gain her independence financially, emotionally, socially. And we set out on this journey together, and I gave her daily challenges, and she set up goals for herself, weekly goals. And I did not tell her right away that she had to leave this man, that it was a toxic relationship. I needed her to come to that realization on her own in order for the process to be truly powerful for her. Because I've learned from experience that it doesn't matter what I believe or what I say. Nothing changes until the person that I'm working with starts to believe those things and start to take action in their lives. And I could not be prouder of this woman. And I do what I do not to help people get back together. I do what I do to help empower people to be happy. A lot of times your happiness is tied to being with someone that you love, but sometimes your happiness is tied to leaving the one that you love because the person that you love is toxic and because they can't ultimately make you happy. And so if you find yourself in a toxic relationship today, or if you are thinking about going back into a toxic relationship today, remember that you're awesome. Remember that you're amazing. As a human being, you're noble. As a human being, you are noble. And you don't need someone else to validate that nobility. And I encourage you to challenge yourself to find your emotional, financial, social independence from this person that you may love or have feelings for of attachment, but who you know deep down inside is not the right person for you. And if you need help along the way, please reach out to us. Please seek support. Even if it's not us, find someone that you trust and slowly but surely start to stretch your comfort zone to transition out of those relationships that are no good. And more than ever, I congratulate you for even taking a chance, for even considering changing your life and watching this video all the way to the end. And I hope that it will inspire you to take control over your life and to ultimately find your happiness and your happiness in love. And when you do, please let us know. Come back to Love Advice TV, let us know how you've been able to turn your life around, because those are the stories that I love the most. Okay? As always, keep fighting the good fight, and all the very best.